Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. This mobile that came from my money is silly.
Back in November, the Steelers dominated their first matchup against the Bengals. Can Cincinnati get revenge? Find out next on EA Sports.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
He'll have a first down past the 40. They find some open field here. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Sliding out of the pocket. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Following the interception, Bradford. Open man, he completes it to Jeudy. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jerry Jeudy, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Now this throw caught left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen.
Well, they try to shuffle pass, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On first down, McNeil, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Here's Bradford. And his pass incomplete.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Bradford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 4 catches, 91 yards.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
To the air again with Bradford. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that is incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Bradford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And a tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Bradford again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 21-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Off the play fake, Love. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. On play action. Love to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Play fake. Here's Love. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Paris Campbell, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Call it a loss of 12 that time, and it'll make this a second and long. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Bradford to throw it. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Play action this time with Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
First down, going to the air with Love. They'll roll him out right. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Nelson. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. On second down now, McNeil, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to have a Bengals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll run on first down. McNeil, and able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 72 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try to throw now. Bradford, and that's complete to Adams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for second down. To throw is Bradford. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 3rd and long for Bradford. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. From the right hash, this from 53. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On 1st and 10, Love. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. Love looking to throw it. Rolling to his right. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Paris Campbell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is down to a field goal. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Nelson. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that
try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. picked by Kendall Fuller. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here comes Nelson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown. Back to it after the pick six. Bradford looking deep for Adams. And this one is incomplete.
These two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Bradford. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the move to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
So we've reached halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys will lobby.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Love, he'll buy some time right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Nelson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Second and 10. On to give, it's Adams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken around the 12. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Love now to pass on 1st down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20.
Let's go.
A big play that time for Pittsburgh. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Throwing. Love. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Love now. Rolling to his left. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet. but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
Here comes Nelson. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. On the handoff, Adams here. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, Bradford. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. On 3rd down, Bradford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got him bumped down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Adams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Adams. A nice little juke. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Now Bradford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Back now in Cincinnati. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball. Officially,
it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Good one, boy. Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Sliding out of the pocket. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Well, a clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Down right around the 25. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got him now.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Love. And it's caught.
And the Steelers are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Oh, he bowls over it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ezekiel Elliott, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
A 1st down throw for Bradford. It's complete to Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. I got you.
Again, it's Bradford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down.
Desperation time. Bradford on 4th down.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
They're going to be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.